Good afternoon and welcome to Halacha Day number 846. Halacha Day keeps the Yetzer Hara Away. This is Gavriel Jacknin, and welcome to the Halacha Day show. We are so excited. We are starting a new chapter, laws concerning eating or drinking before the meal. As an introduction, we're going to be talking about, let's say you go to a restaurant or you're in your house, and you know you're going to have a beautiful meal, like on Shabbos. So you wash your hands, you make hamotzi on the bread, and you eat, right? And you have all sorts of foods. So we know, in general, that benching that you see at the end of the meal over the bread covers all the food you ate from the time you wash your hands until the time you finish eating. But what happens if you want to eat before you wash your hands? You want to make a brei pir ha'etz on some fruit, and you want to have make a brei pir ha'gafen on wine before you eat the meal. Do you need to make an after blessing before you wash? Could you wash and your after blessing and the benching over the bread cover the fruit that you ate before you washed? That's really the gist of what we're talking about here. And we'll start, but we'll break down this first halacha into two halachas. If before washing for the meal, you intend to eat various foods that will also be served during the meal, regardless whether these are foods that require an extra blessing when eaten during the meal, such as fruits, or if there are such foods that require no extra blessing when eaten during the meal, such as relishes, legumes, or potatoes. And also if you intend to drink beverages, except for wine, before washing your hands, and you also intend to drink such beverages during the meal, there is a disagreement among the rabbinic authorities if what you eat or drink before washing your hands is exempt from the after blessing. So again, you decided to have an apple before you wash. And now the question is, should I first say B'rei Nefashos, the after blessing for the fruit, and then wash? Can I just wash, bench, and I'll have in mind that apple I ate? What about wine? What about potatoes? Potatoes, for sure, can be covered by the benching, right? The after blessing. Or do I still have to make a B'rei Nefashos after the potato before I wash my hands and have bread and have more potatoes, right? These are the questions. Some maintain that it is covered by the Birkas Hamazon, like the other food eaten during the meal. And others hold that the food eaten before washing the hands is not exempt with the Birkas Hamazon. Therefore, it is best to avoid the problem by eating or drinking these things only before the meal and say the after blessing and avoid eating or drinking them during the meal. So again, if you're going to have that apple before the meal, you can't wait. So have the apple, then make a B'rei Nefashos, and then wash. Same thing with the wine. Same thing even with potatoes and vegetables. If you did not recite the after blessing before, you may say it during the meal or even after Birkas Hamazon. Wow. And if you do eat or drink these foods during the meal, after saying Birkas Hamazon, you should eat or drink something and say the after blessing to exempt what you ate or drank before washing your hands. Okay, that was a little tricky, but with review, you get it. Thanks for listening. Sponsor for Halacha 36, 100 for the gold. Have a wonderful Shabbos. See you, Motzi Shabbos.